What is up, folks? Bursting Gaming back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show where we help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week we're going to go over some fun little mods. But before we jump into anything, I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who has liked and subscribed to content because it has helped out a great deal. And now our first mod we're going to jump into is called Oaks, Pets, Guards, and Farm Jeep. And this mod is insanely fun. Oak, I am sorry it has taken me so long to get to this mod. It's been a work in progress. I've had to get on and do some stuff, play around with some stuff, but this is a freaking crazy mod. What's really cool about this mod is these guys made it server side. I don't know how you guys did that. You're freaking geniuses. This is like it says in the mod page that it's a technical work of art, and that's not hyperbole. That's just it's true. This is a freaking crazy fun mod. I've actually been playing around with it on a different world. This is on the world where I do most of my testing and stuff for the mod showcases. This is a very fun mod. It's taken me a while to get to it because I kind of wanted to test it out a bit. I wanted to see how everything works, and it is fun as hell. So the first thing this mod does is it adds pet animals to the game. You see here I've got a boar, a bear, a stag, and a pig. I've got a chicken there. You can get rabbits. And since I've got this pulled up, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to type in pet. So it actually gives you these different animals. You can have a doe. You can have different kinds of stuff that you can put down. And what's really cool is, like, sorry, poor stag. I'm going to shoot you in the face. And then I'm going to take this. Hey, come here. You can harvest them. Shut up, pig. Give me your meat. You can harvest these things for meat. If I could get the angle right on this guy. Okay. You know what? I don't like you. But it gives like I said, it gives a chance to get meat from these things. I'm still kind of salty that I can't get meat from that damn. Here we go. I get meat and testosterone from this bear. I can't harvest that pig. I don't know why. But it's really cool because you can buy these from traders. You can find these in supply drops and stuff like that. And then you have chicken coops here. So you could take. Why did that give me anything? Oh well. I'm going to kill this chicken. I'm going to harvest some stuff from this chicken. So then you've got different chicken coops. If you actually come into your inventory here and you type in chicken, you've got different kinds of chicken stuff chicken coops that you can make. You can make a chicken coop, place it down. It's really freaking cool the kind of stuff that you can do with this because you can actually harvest eggs and feathers and meat and stuff from these things, and occasionally they'll give you pet chickens that you can place out and harvest for more meat, feathers, and bones and stuff. Like, look at that. But it does more than just that. It adds a bunch to the game. Like, this thing is just so. Oak has been pushing this for a while, and it's highly worth it because it adds a freaking hell bear. Look at how cool this damn thing looks. Like, this is freaking awesome, and it's a little guard. Like, you can buy these. You can find these. Look here. It's got parrot, pig, bear, stuff like that. But then I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna type in hell, and you can see the different hell animals that you can get here. And this is really cool how they spawn in. So like, you take this hell pet here, place it down. It's gonna have the little things spawn there for the Dayhawk system. This is what it uses, and then bam, freaking hell lion pops in. Look at that. That just looks insane. And for it to be something that is server side, like it's mind boggling. You want to put down a pet stag? This is how it works. You get this little book thing shows up in your hand. You left click. It says accept to release the pet stag placement. So now in my inventory here, I should have, yep, pet stag. So now I take it, do that, shows the little block, and then it's going to pop down, and there's going to be a freaking stag there. Look at that. That is cool as, like, I'm sorry guys, like that is just cool as hell. Whoa, hey, whoa, look at that. Like freaking 3 or 4 of these things here because that hasn't disappeared yet. Oh, there's another one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh nope, I can't stand on it, so I guess I'll just keep spawning there. And that's a cool thing about this mod is sometimes you'll get lucky. You'll put a thing down, they don't break the block, so they'll just keep spawning in. That could be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and try to break the block if I can, just so that way we don't have... There we go. We don't have any more spawning in. It just leaves it like that. But these things will fight for you. Like, I've got more there. There's a little hell wolf there. These things will fight and guard your base. And not only that, it has guards. Like, you see this Lizzie turret guard. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna place her out here near the street. Over here near this I don't know what the hell that thing's called. But watch what happens. So it's gonna fill in. It's gonna pop down. Boom. Look at her. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna spawn in a zombie. And she should be fighting it soon. Look at that. She's sitting there shooting it. Well, now she's attacking a Pokemon. Hey, Lizzie, you wanna shoot the zombie there? Ignore the Pokemon. Ignore the Pokemon. Kill the. Why are you not killing the? You see these guys over here trying to kill a Pokemon too. Like, this is just crazy cool. At least to me it is. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's really cool looking. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop everything again though, because that was just annoying as piss. But it's like, this is a stupid cool mod. Like, it adds so freaking much. And I know I've gone on a lot about like how cool this mod is, but the last thing this thing does is it adds this. It has a little mini Jeep. Look at this. Look at that. It's a little mini Jeep. You can just drive around in. Feel like a giant in a damn vehicle. Of course, it sucks. You can't get over anything because it's super low profile. But you can sit there and drive it and then go wham, jump up. Like, that's cool. To me, at least, it makes the game just a little bit more fun. You can build little ramps to jump over and do stuff with. Like, this mod adds just an absolute butt ton to the game. OakRave, like, I'm sorry it took me so long to do this. You were absolutely right to push it. This is an amazing mod. You guys have done fantastic on this thing. I cannot praise you enough for how awesome this mod is. The world that I've been playing on, where I actually just been playing kind of by myself, just having fun, relaxing, I have this down. The base that I've built, I have a couple of these hell animals around that I've managed to buy from the traders. And it's just been really fun. Just, I don't even really worry about zombies anymore around my base. I let these things do all the fighting for me. It's just, it makes it easy to where I can just focus on looting and doing other stuff in the game to just have fun. But thank you guys so much for making this. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Well, okay, folks, so our next mod is called Elite Zombies, and this thing adds 6 zombies in that just have insane health, insane regeneration. They run, they do a lot of damage, they give a ton of experience points, but you're not going to see these all the time. You're only going to see them on occasion as your game stage increases. Now, once your game stage gets around 140 to 200, you're going to start seeing them a lot more. You'll see them in Blood Moons, you'll see them with Screamers, you'll see them just all around. But really, in POIs, it's kind of rare. Beyond, like, at game stage 80, give or take, you'll see a few, but not a lot. And these things, the coding on these is really cool because these things are going to sprint all the time, regardless of how you have your feral set up. So, like, this is a great mod if you're playing a lot and you want, like, different zombie types, you want a little bit more of a challenge. But these aren't going to be like the Snuffkins ones where they're just going to destroy your base with rockets from super far away. These are a little bit more manageable if you play smart. And I'll walk up to this guy and I'll smack him in the head. See, you can still kill him in one hit. They are a little bit harder, but I'll go into God mode here and show you how much health they have. So you see, they don't have ridiculous amounts of health, but they do have some extra health. They're not ultra hard, but they do add a good bit of challenge. But see how fast their regeneration is? Like, the burn damage doesn't really hurt them too much. So you actually have to get in and do some constant smashing on them to really just take them down. Or, you know, you can take a gun, pop them in the head a whole bunch. So these zombies are really cool, I think, just because of what they do add to the game is a little bit more difficulty without super ultra breaking it, especially on hordes and stuff like that, where you've got, you know, a really good base setup, or you've got kind of how you're going to handle stuff. This adds just a little bit of a challenge without becoming super difficult to handle, without becoming too much of a pain in the butt. It's a fun little mod. Definitely check it out if you like an extra challenge, or you want some additional zombies to play with. With that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, folks, so our next mod is called Better Bridges by Donovan. And what this does is it gives the ability to do the advanced rotation on drawbridges and doors, which I think is kind of cool because, like, you say you've got a drawbridge right there. Well, what if you want to do something cool with it? Well, now you can. Now you can actually turn them and do more interesting things. Like, you want your drawbridge here on the side of a building to maybe block a door a little bit differently. Now you can, like, instead of just having to have it like that, we'll come over here to this one, you can actually set it to where it's like that. Boom. I think that's a cooler opening than just a garage door. It actually lets you change the whole layout of how the doors work. It's a minor change. It's not super huge, but you come here and we type in door. Like, it's not a mega huge change on how you place a door, but just the fact that you've got the ability to change the rotations of where a door is going to sit, to where now you can actually have fun little stuff like this inside of a base if you wanted. I mean, not really going to do much for you, but I think it's cool. I think it's funny more than anything. It's an interesting little mod that the drawbridges, it works a little bit better, because if you've got like a big building like this, instead of having a garage door here with bars above it, you could put a drawbridge down, and then boom, you've got a cool little opening that you can have from the top. Or you could, you know, set it like this and have it there. I think it's cool to be able to take a drawbridge and be able to put it on the face of a door, like I'm going to show you here. I'm going to run over here real quick. This opening here, if we wanted to, we sit here and take, and then once I can see properly where the door is, so that's there. Come on. Yeah. And then now, not quite as close as I wanted it to be, but it is pretty, like, I think that's funny as crap, being able to block in an entrance like that with just a garage door. It's a fun, quirky little mod, at least to me. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, folks, so our next mod is called Smuggler's Road by Pazerwake, and it is a really cool mod that does something kind of unique, I think, at least. What this mod does is it gives you 6 blocks that you can craft. You come in here and you type in smuggler, you know, whatever. And then you've got these different blocks here that you can craft. You can craft a trader, you can craft supply crates, you can craft these different little things with dukes. So you can craft here, you can craft a investor, which basically what this does is every 90 minutes, each one of these boxes here gives you something. And when I say something, like the investor here gives you dukes. After about a week, and it's 90 minutes real life, not 90 minutes just in game, 90 minutes real life. So it takes a long time. You're not going to get stuff from these constantly. On default settings, it's a day and a half you'll get something from these, which I think is really cool because it does add a passive way to get materials, but it doesn't break the game, I don't think, because you're not going to get a whole lot. Like, the supply crate here is only going to give you like 25 glue, some duct tape, some springs, some mechanical parts, and a few things of acid. Like, it's not going to break the system, it's not going to break the game, but you only get it every 90 minutes. And as you see, it takes 5,000 dukes. That's kind of a lot of money, like, especially early stage, where you would really absolutely need this, where it really would super impact stuff. That's gonna be a minute before you can get that amount of dukes to be able to make these things. But they do help out later on, like, especially, I've mentioned it before with acid. Acid is a pain in the butt to get at times. Something like this, you plop it down, you get acid passively. I think it's kind of cool because it does take dukes to make. Now, granted, eventually you're going to be able to make more than that 5,000 dukes just being able to just sell crap that this gives you, but it does come in easy. And then, like, especially the food one, the food is really cool because it gives corn, blueberries, mushrooms, potatoes, tuna. It gives just a bunch of food stuff that is just super helpful, especially because I hate doing farming sometimes. Like, depending upon what I'm doing in the game, if I'm playing a certain style, I don't want to have to build a farm. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there who don't really build a farm, and this is just a great way to supplement food because it's a passive food thing. Of course, you can always buy food from vending machines and traders, but why bother? But with that though, also I want to show this actually lets you also craft traders. Now, if you saw here, it actually says traders. So you gather up all these materials, 20,000 dukes, all these different materials, and you can actually craft one of these traders. Now, these are actually based on the original, like, vanilla style traders, how each one kind of specializes. I don't know exactly what they specialize in, but I know they do specialize in some different stuff. So you come here and you can actually craft these, throw them in your base, and you can sell and buy stuff from these. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to get quests from them, so if you want to do quests and stuff like that, you're still going to have to go to the traders, but you can craft these up, and then you can actually buy stuff you need. So I think it's kind of cool. You get to a point where you've got spare dukes. You don't want to keep making a trip to a trader constantly to have to sell stuff. You can drop these down in your base and buy food and ammo and stuff like that as you need it. It's it helps a little bit. I think, like, instead of having to constantly make a trip somewhere, you've got it there. Vending machines, and they restock just same as the traders do every few days. A vending machine every 24 hours. It's kind of neat, and you're not going to break the system with this. You're not going to break the game with these early stage, at least. I mean, you will eventually, but right away it's going to take a while before you can get these going steadily. And every 90 minutes, that's kind of a good deal, especially depending upon what you're doing. It's not going to be something that's just going to destroy your playthrough. At least I don't think it will. It's just going to add to it. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last one. All right, folks, so our last mod is called Telric's Horses, and this is an amazing mod. It's just, again, Telric does amazing work. I know I've said it time and again, but this mod is really cool. You can add this mod on an existing world, but it doesn't work as good. It's not the same. You really need to start a new world with this, but it is so worth it because what this mod does is it adds in a new POI. This one here, it looks really cool. Like, this is just a really neat looking POI. It's got a garden there that you can just, farm for crops and stuff like that. It's got a cool track here. It's got a neat looking building that you could even turn into a base if you wanted. Like, it just looks really good. But it also adds in quests. Like, this is just a really well done mod. Telric has always done good work. Like, I love this. I love Telric's work. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna run in here and I'm gonna show you guys why this is such a cool thing. It actually adds people in that you can talk to.
Hi there.
This little girl here, Abby. You can come in, you talk to her. You see right down here it says Reputation 1. Now what you do is you buy these little things here, and then you do quests. You do these quests, come talk to her, and then it's like, hey, cool, now you have reputation points. And then as you get your reputation up, you eventually will be able to get horses. You'll be able to get all these really cool looking horses. We can come here and talk to Vincent. Same thing, you do quests with him. Sorry about the having to clear my throat. I've got a tickle. But this is just a really cool... I thought I could jump through that, but I guess not. So I have to come down this way. Then we're going to come through here. And there should be another person in here to talk to. What did she say? Did she say, did I want to play with her? That was kind of creepy, wasn't it? Here she is. Mabel. How you doing, you old lady? You old coot. But see, like, this is a really cool thing because you can... Sorry, excuse me. Bad tickle in my throat. But you can come talk to these guys, do quests for them, and as you build your reputation up to 50, eventually you'll be able to get horses. Now you can get a tier 1 horse at reputation 25, which is this guy here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a tier 1 horse down. Bam. Now the tier 1 horse doesn't exactly have the greatest inventory and stuff. I mean, it's got some. He's not the fastest thing in the world, but you know, it's got some decent speed. It looks kind of cool. I like it. I think just, you know, doing the horse stuff is really neat. Now, a tier 2 horse is going to be significantly faster and have higher storage than a tier 1. So now I'm going to show you. Look at how much more storage space it has. That's a lot of storage space for this creature. And then there you go. It's faster. It's also harder to control. Busted into the house. Hey, I'm not like trying to destroy stuff here. Just trying to run the horse. But this is a really cool mod. Like, these guys will actually give you quests to learn how to ride these horses. It'll actually have you run through this little obstacle course that they have here, jumping over these things, running, jump, run, jump. Like, it's really cool. And you can repair these horses. I say repair, but you're feeding these horses apples to repair them. This is a really cool mod. Like, it adds just a lot of flavor to the game. The base here, just like, this thing looks really cool. It's got a big garden over here where you can sit here and you can harvest all these things.
Welcome to our town.
What's up, Leah? Oh, look at that. Like, it's really cool that all the stuff that they have here, like, you can harvest all these things. So if you're ever needing food, or you're like, oh man, you know, I want to plant potatoes, or I want to do this, but you know, you're having a hard time finding those things, you can find them through here. It's super cool. It is a really good mod. I'm not going to go in a whole bunch of detail on how to do all of that, because I don't want you guys to watch how bad I fail at it.
Traveler.
Because on my other world, I've done this, and I am just absolutely horrible when it comes to driving these horses. That's a cool little box there. But look at how cool this POI is. Like, there is just a lot of stuff here. Like, it just looks really good. It was really well built, really well done. There's stuff here that you can loot. You can turn it into a base. I mean, there's just... Telric has just done amazing work on this mod. Like, I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. Look at how awesome this freaking shower is. Like, this is just a really well done mod. I can't get over how well this mod is. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. I hope you had fun. I know I did. If you like the content, make sure you like, subscribe. It does help out. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.